In this edition of Now That's a Good Look, we present Art is Life. Fashion, hospitality, PR industry heavyweight Marcus Jackson celebrated his birthday in a unique and inspirational style. He hosted a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society at Atlanta's prestigious Bill Lowe Gallery. In addition to the good wine and the tasty treats, the event featured models who brought the art to life. Gallery owner Bill Lowe himself presented the works of Thornton Dial and Greg Lotus, the important artists whose works were featured at the gallery. Here's your host, Devon Ray.
All right, Devon Ray here with Now That's a Good Look. We're here celebrating life and art at the Bill Lowe Gallery in celebration of Marcus Jackson's birthday. And I have here with me Ms. Zavia.
Well, today at the Bill Lowe Gallery, what I did was take the pieces of Thornton's artwork and also the pieces of the featured artist that was featured in Vogue magazine, and I replicated it on the models that you've seen here today. Like Thornton's work, Thornton took natural disasters and made it into art. And as a makeup artist and hairstylist, I take Thornton's art and made it into my own creation on a live model. We've used wood, flowers, paint, oil, magazine. I mean, we went from the 1920s up until disasters that's happened up until today. I think it is such an amazing idea that Marcus took his birthday to celebrate at an art gallery. This is Zavia Ross. Now that's a good look.
All right, Devon Ray here with Marcus Jackson of Caliber Enterprises. He is the man of the hour, and we are here today in celebration of his birthday. Now, so many people use their birthday as truly just a day to, celebrate them, or, they use it more as a narcissistic day to, make sure that everyone, worships them. However, you use your birthday as a way to, teach people about art and also to bring more awareness to cancer. What made you decide to, use your birthday in such a momentous occasion?
I appreciate you even asking me that question. Well, actually, you know what? You just triggered something for me.
I'd help.
Whenever Father's Day came around, or whenever my dad's birthday came around, he never asked us to do anything for him. He always did for the family. So I think it's a learned thing. I think I learned that if it's your day, you need to share that with somebody else and not make it all about you. Well, I think it's important for the community to see music, art, and fashion as one. And I think it's important for us to celebrate it because it gives us life. I mean, it encourages us to live. It gives me personal joy. So whatever I do, I'm going to make sure that I express art, music, or fashion in one way or another to share that joy with others. I mean, that's just who I am. We are an event company. We're a restaurant, retail consulting company. We also have a model talent agency, and we do public relations for our clients. So thank you so much for coming. I greatly appreciate all of you coming. I just wanted to share a couple of things that are very important to me. But the American Cancer Society is very important to me personally because my dad passed away. Wow. It's been like 16 years now. And it really changed my life because I'm the oldest and I was very young, and he was a doctor, but once he passed, I had to grow up, and it totally changed my life, literally. My dad, really quickly, he never wanted anyone to suffer because of him, and he literally worked until 4 days before he died. Now, he was an oral surgeon, and he actually died of cancer, and he had a big hole in his body. So he was literally working on patients while the cancer was taking his life. So without belaboring that whole story, he lives alive in my spirit and in my soul. I have so many great memories of him, and I constantly turn to him when life gets hard or when life gets challenging, because I'm like, well, dang, if he was able to operate on people, and he's literally standing there this big, this thin, about to pass away, then obviously I can get through whatever I'm dealing with. If you are inclined to give in any way, I would appreciate it. And if not, I just thank you so much for listening to what I had to say.
Lean on the volunteers that are part of the Cancer Society. It is an organization made of people that are survivors, people that are currently going through the treatment, and people that want to help. And you may want to help, but this is a celebration of your birthday, of your dad, and for helping us try and celebrate more birthdays.
Devon Ray here with Nancy DeLoach of the American Cancer Society.
I think this is a fantastic event, and when he asked for me to come tonight, I said absolutely. Well, really, ACS is about 4 key areas. It's about getting well, it's about staying well, it's about finding cures and fighting back. And I hope that everyone here has a great time and that we can celebrate more birthdays. And with Marcus and all the people here helping, I know that we can.
First of all, happy birthday to you. I'm so delighted that you've chosen this way to celebrate it and do it here in the gallery. Something that really animates this gallery or drives the gallery's mission is an attempt to reveal to people who come here what I call the life in art. We so often view it as a static visual image that is lifeless or dead or somewhat inaccessible. And part of our advocacy here in the gallery has always been to create an environment, a construct into which people could walk and feel a transformative experience. That this body of work is his observation about disasters. The whole show is called Disaster Areas, and it's about disasters that are natural and man-made or man-made. As you look around the room, you'll see references to the olive-colored piece is the tsunami that hit Japan. This piece is the coal mine disaster that happened in West Virginia, which we all know about, where 12 men died. It's called Jesus Christ is in the Coal Mine. And then behind me is the piece that refers to Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans when the levees broke and there was the flooding. Opposite me, you see the one with the large vase. That actually represents the nuclear reactor disaster that happened as a result of the tsunami in Japan. And we do it like you guys do with fashion and modeling. You strike a pose to affect a certain, or to communicate a certain emotion, a certain attitude. And the same is true with fashion. You assemble a certain configuration of clothing and jewelry and hairstyles to express a certain posture, a certain point of view. It's really all intricately tied together. So the takeaway is that art is alive. The work in this exhibition will end up in the greatest museums in the world. Thornton is in the unique position of already being valued. His works, every one of them are priced at least $85,000 and up. Many of the $350,000, $400,000. And I've said to many of my collectors, seeing this work now at that price point would be like seeing Pablo Picasso's work at 1975 when it was priced at $75,000. 1999 it was $4.5 million, and 4 years later it was $16 million. So this is the first time Southerners have had an opportunity to be the first to see this as it's going into that very vertical trajectory. He's already unequivocally the most important African-American artist in history. We argue that he will be considered among the 2 or 3 most important American artists of the last 100 years. So I was delighted when Marcus said he was going to invite some friends in here to see it, and I hope you'll enjoy that. This work is by Greg Lotus, who's the chief fashion photographer for Italian Vogue magazine. I think it's fair to say it's the top fashion magazine in the world, really, in terms of aesthetics. These images are from a variety of series that he's done over 20 years. He had a show in New York. This is coming to us from New York. The other one Marcus has seen is it's another fashion photographer named Rasmus Mogensen, who does life-size black and white female nudes wearing stiletto heels, and they're very, very exaggerated perfection. He even uses camera angles, and you all do this too, to positively enhance the length of the woman's legs. He puts them in Louboutin heels, which, you know, give them a very, very extended leg, and it causes their buttocks to protrude, because that's the idealized, the sexualized way that our culture wants to see women, you know, so forth and so on. So as you look through his work, it's really a documentary of his evolution as a photographic artist, and he's crossing over into the fine art arena right now, as so many people from fashion do. You know, Herb Ritz would be foremost among those. There's a very easy transition if somebody becomes excellent at what they do. What's been fascinating to us is how many, now the artist that I was just talking to you about is African American. So much of his commentary relates to the African American situation, and about 90% of the African Americans who come into the gallery strongly prefer this work to that work, which indicates exactly what I was just saying, that the way we see work is a very interior thing. It's really independent of our ethnicity, our sexual preference, our age, our cultural orientation, anything else. If you guys are here, you were intended to see what's here. You were intended to hear what I said tonight, and then whatever happens, happens. So, you know, that's a lot of stuff.
Happy birthday, Marcus!
This is Marcus Jackson with Caliber Enterprises. Now that's a good look.